Seeds provide food, feed, fiber, and fuel. They are also an important delivery system of genetic information, which is essential for the survival of wild species and ecosystems and the production of agricultural crops.
We have 40 contract growers that work with us. We work with them, we cross 5 counties, local counties. Back in the 70s, we were processing about 20,000 units, and at this point, we're over 500,000. As we look at the outcome of our nations and the way things are growing, farmers have a whole lot on to us to provide more for us. We are providing the food, the fiber, the feed, the fuel, and it all comes from this seed production, and farmers are a big important part of that. One of our biggest objectives here at UniSouth Farms is to try to produce a seed that is of the best quality. A lot of times we turn fields down ourselves that would probably otherwise meet criteria, but because we don't feel like they're of quality, and quality is of our best concern.
In 1997, local seed producers and cleaning operations needed a seed brand that would continue to allow them to produce and provide high-quality seed. In order to provide a mechanism to produce high-yielding Roundup-ready soybean seed, UniSouth Genetics Inc., also known as USG, was formed and has since been providing its licensees with competitive seed varieties for their farmers.
UniSouth Genetics Incorporated was founded at a time when Monsanto was coming out with Roundup-ready soybeans. The farmers needed an avenue to continue to produce and sell high-yielding Roundup-ready varieties. The Mid-Atlantic and Southeastern Crop Improvements and Foundation Seed Organizations got together to form USG, and in that first meeting, the main idea came up with was a mechanism to continue to produce high-quality seed. Mother, father, son operations that have been in business for generations. And because of that, USG came around and continues to do so and produce high-quality, high-yielding seeds for sale to the farmers in these areas.
Most licensees have been involved in the seed business for generations. USG looks at every experimental line extensively before selecting which varieties should go into their lineup.
We look at all of our varieties, a couple of hundred each year, to finally pick out the 5 or 10 that are going to continue on and become USG varieties. We look at them extensively because we want, when the farmer buys the bag of seed, to know that that's what he's getting and that what he's buying is going to fight that disease that decimated his crop last year, or it's going to be the highest yielding for that soil environment. So when he plants it, he's going to get the highest yield possible starting with the seed. He can just forget the part of the seed part, take the seed part out of the equation and just continue with the other inputs and put his mind to those.
In addition, USG products are selected for each region and are tested in the state variety tests, extension tests, local field plots, USG strain trials, and side-by-side test plots before being selected.
The most important one is the one that the farmers themselves, all the USG processors are farmers, and if they see it on their farm and see how it does first, that gives them some confidence that we can move on to the next one. So before it gets in any of those trials, we're trying it on the farm of the processors first. Then, again, we put it into these different plots to see how it does for the same reasons. Different soil types, different management structures, diseases, resistance, nematodes, certain chemistry for these Roundup-resistant weeds. Give us a better idea of how to perform over a wider range of environments. We select the products for different regions, primarily, number one, because of soil types, obviously. Number two, if we can find some kind of resistance to certain diseases. And number three, and probably the most challenging, is different management schemes on different farms with different operators.
When USG first started, they aimed for varieties with consistent yields in the top 30%. Not only did USG achieve this goal, but they are constant fielding test winners.
UniSouth Genetics, obviously one of our goals is to have good quality product for our customers. And in order to do so, we have to have a product that they're going to want to grow that's got to have good yield potential and that's proven itself. So one of our goals as USG is to make sure we source out good genetics so that they would be responsive to the grower's environment and so that they would have good yields. So, you know, trying to get a net return is important for a grower. As UniSouth Genetics works with the local universities and the local breeders, then they are finding varieties, soybeans or wheat, that are adapted to our environment. You know, that's another good thing about UniSouth Genetics, in that we're a small regionalized company, and as a dealer, we can find value-added products, crops that perform well in our microenvironments. And working with these local universities and/or breeders or brokers, you know, that's what they're focusing on, trying to find varieties that fit in our particular climate.
USG's arsenal of seed products include Roundup Ready soybeans, Roundup Ready 2 Genuity soybeans, conventional soybeans, STS soybeans, Liberty Link soybeans, wildlife corn, grain sorghum, and small grain varieties.
USG provides several different products, including soybeans and wheat. Our wheat lineup consists of about 14 different varieties, and they range from an early maturity to late maturity. The wheats grow anywhere from Delaware all the way down to Texas. On the soybean lines, we have Roundup Ready 2 Genuity soybeans, Roundup Ready 1 soybeans, Liberty Link, as well as conventional. With our testing, some of our products have shown that the Roundup Ready 2 Genuity has shown a yield advantage of about 6 bushels per acre over the past couple of years. And with the price of soybeans today, that 6 bushels per acre could mean a large increase to the net income to the farm. Some of the future products that we plan on bringing to the market include a Roundup Ready Extend, which is the Roundup Ready dicamba stack. With the current government regulations, we're hoping to be able to have seed production in 2015 and hopefully be available to our farmers in 2016. As a seed company, our future goal is to continue bringing the farmers the newest technology and newest items and genetics that would help the farmer yield more and have a better product. Our goal is to always deliver the best products to the farmer. As long as we're helping the farmer increase his yield and increase the quality of his products, we feel like we're doing all we can to make that happen.
For more information, visit www.usgseed.com or call 1-800-505-3133.